I don't really know what to say because I feel like my whole life was a story about Dad. You know, it's like it's all one big story of knowing that Dad always loved and accepted and appreciated Ronnie and me for who we were, you know, and he thought as highly of me when I was a waitress at Culpeppers as I was when I was making documentaries or, you know, anything else. But and he so loved making people happy, right? I mean, he just loved. And that my 30th birthday, I've told this story before, but it was just one of the high points of my life, really. After reaching an extremely, extremely low point, I turned 30, and Dad didn't, what was it? He didn't even call in the morning, or maybe he called in the morning, but I didn't get a gift or a card or anything like that. And I was turning 30, and it was just so unlike him not to send me something, or, you know, flowers. He would sometimes send me flowers. And so I went through the whole day kind of waiting to hear from him. And by the end of the day, I hadn't heard from him. And I was at work that day, and I think I went out for a drink after work with some friends, and I was supposed to go out to dinner that night. But I went out and had drinks, and I had many drinks because I think I was feeling really upset. And then I went home, and my boyfriend at the time said, well, let's go. We've got a reservation at Jake's at 8 o'clock. And I said, you know, I really don't feel like going out. I just want to stay here and sleep. And he said, no, you know, we really need to go. And I said, no, I don't feel like it. And he said, come on, I insist. You have to come. So I said, okay. So we go to Jake's, which is one of the finest restaurants in Portland. And I was just feeling so sorry for myself and just like really, really, really down because, you know, my dad was really pretty much the most important person in my world. And we're standing there about to be seated, and I noticed some guy walking across the back of the room, just walking across. And I went, wait a second, that looks like Dad, you know. And then he walked up. And he said, surprise! And I was just blown away. You know, such relief and joy at the same time. It was just remarkable, but also Ronnie's 21st birthday. Dad and I flew up to Indianapolis and surprised him. And he just loves surprising people. So, Des Moines. What did I say, Indianapolis? Oh, all those. Yeah, Des Moines, something like that. Drake University, that was it. So, well, yeah, we're fixing and editing, paging and post. But it's just I don't. There are just too many stories. That's enough. Certainly, that's enough. But just everything he would do. Well, you know, I mean, recently one of the greatest gifts was being with him the last month of his life, and he let me do stuff for him, which I think he did that for me because he knew that I wanted to do stuff for him, and he was not the kind of guy who wanted to let you do stuff for him. He was doing his own thing, and I even think when he was in pain, and he didn't want us to know that he was in pain because he wanted to protect us. He didn't want us to feel bad that he was hurting, but he did manage to, at the end, let me do stuff for him and let me show him how much I loved him in that way. And it was really, really special because I wanted to give back to him. You know, I really wanted to give back to him. I mean, he used to, even after my parents were divorced, and he used to send child support, and then he continued to send me a check for like $100 every month until I 30 or something, you know. He would just, and it wasn't much. I mean, well, $100 was a lot, but what was so neat about it was just like extra kind of fun money, and it was just, he just loved doing it. He just would write me a check, send it off, and I always thought I would, you know, turn around and buy him a car or something someday. So I didn't do that, but I was able to, you know, give him time, my time and my love. So that's it. Sayonara.